Hello, fight fans. Wish everyone a good Friday today, and definitely will be a good Friday. Hopefully for all of us on our picks. If you're tuned in, so these are the best picks, best possible picks for UFC Fight Night going down tomorrow at the Apex. Chris Duncan versus Renato Moicano. All right, first fight. Sorry, Kai Kamaka versus Dakota Hope. Um, Dakota Hope very raw. Like I said yesterday, and my predictions, I think he's gonna get the better of it, the better of this fight. But Kai Kamaka is experienced. He is from Extreme Couture. Both fighting out of good gyms, but Kamaka has more experience. Probably has the better coaching, but I'm gonna say that this fight doesn't go the distance. Something. Usually the first fight of the night more than likely goes the distance, but I think this fight's not going to. Uh, Kamaka has a lot of decisions in his. I think 3 out of his last 4 fights have been decision, and I just don't see this going the distance. So this new guy coming in, he's gonna want to make a statement, and I'm sure Kamaka's not gonna want to just get another decision here. So I think the safe bet here is that this fight doesn't go a distance. I don't know which one of these guys get served up, but one of them probably will, and that's what I'm betting on. All right, next fight we got Dion Barboza versus Melissa Gatto. Um, Two Brazilians. One fights out of Brazil, and the other one UFC Performance Institute. It's gonna be a highly competitive fight, I believe. So I say the best bet would be over 1.5 rounds. If you want to be really sure, just make it that this fight will reach the second round. But I'm gonna get a little more money's worth and just say it goes at least a round and a half. All right. Next we got Azamat Bakayev versus Trayshawn Gore. Let's not mess around here, guys. As I'm gonna take Azamat to win. I don't know how. Probably KO, probably submission. Might just take him the distance if Trayshawn Gore you know, wants to give him some competition and make it a fight, or wrestle around a little bit and waste minutes. But I'm pretty sure Azamat is going to come out victorious, and that's my best bet for this one. Next we got Snooze Fest, Alice Pereira versus Haley Cohen. Ah man, both of these gals look nice, but this is good. This is gonna be a depressing fight. Um, More than likely, this is gonna go the distance, but just to be sure, I'm gonna say over a round and a half because you never know what could happen. This is best bet, so the best bet would be a round and a half. Um, I'm curious to see what the over under on significant strikes is for this fight because you could probably go the under. I don't think there's going to be much action here whatsoever. I'm not expecting anything. If one of these girls do get caught in a submission or gets TKO'd, props to them. But I don't see that coming. So let's say round and a half or just reach the second round to be safe here. But this will probably go the distance. All right. Next we got Lando Venata versus Darius Flowers. Two guys that have been very inactive as of late. Lando has a lot more experience. He's fought a variety of guys. Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over a round and a half just because. You know what? I'm gonna say it reaches round two. Let's just say this fight reaches round two. Um, I expect the first round to be a feeling out process. None of these guys are killers per se. None of these guys come out there like I don't know, Terrence McKinney. If they did, then it would be different. But uh, the one guy's been out for a little over 2 years. The other one probably about 3 years. So I'm gonna count on the Ring of Rust to be there for both of these guys. And let's say that this fight at least reaches round two. Might be another snooze fest. Might be a pity pap. You know, one guy hits, the other guy hits, take him to the fence. But it could also be that somebody gets served up quick here. But I'm gonna bet that it at least goes at least to round two. All right. Then we got Alessandro Costa versus Stuart Nickel. And as I said yesterday on my predictions, I don't have much faith at all in Stuart Nickel. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Costa winning this fight. I think Alessandro Costa is more well rounded. Uh, I think he's on pace to win this fight, and Stuart Nickel is just in his way. So not gonna mess up with the over unders here because you never know what could happen. So let's just safest bet here would be Costa to get the win. Costa on the money line. All right, next we got Guillermo Pat versus Thomas Peterson. If I'm not mistaken, Peterson is a training partner of the champ, Tom Aspinall. So we got the Hulk versus the Train. Um, Peterson likes to drag fights. Like I said yesterday on my prediction, he's taking guys the distance. He's gone the distance with guys that he should have finished. Guillermo Patch, this is his UFC debut. I'm not really sure how he's going to come out, but I'm going to say the safest bet here would also be to reach round two. Um, could one of these guys get caught in round one? Sure. I mean, it's a heavyweight fight, but I'm not counting on it. I'm counting on a slow start. Uh, Peterson's game plan might just be to get Guillermo Pat and just weigh him against the fence and take him down and lay on him and just milk minutes. So I don't expect much action in the first round. I expect it to pick up after that. But let's just be safe and say that it reaches the second round. All right, so on to the main event. Sorry, the main card. Got the main card here: Jose Delano versus Robert Ruchala. Delano making his UFC debut. Very impressive guy. Like the pressure that he brings. Um, Robert Ruchala also is not known to be a quick starter. So the fact that this guy, Robert, is not a quick starter, he likes to gauge as a fight goes on, and Jose Delano's making his UFC debut. I think the best bet here would be to say that this fight reaches round two. It could go the distance. I have a feeling this fight's gonna go the distance. It's gonna be a good little back and forth war. But let's just say to be safe that it reaches round two. All right, next fight: Tommy McMillan versus Manolo Zecchini. And this is another toss up. This is welcome to the UFC. Tommy Mack. Tommy Mack on the money line is my best bet here. I'd be shocked if there's any other outcome here, and you should be too. And if you don't use this, shame on you. Next fight, we got Ethan Ewing versus Rafael Estevam. And this low key is probably this is low key. It's probably low key the fight of the night right here. Two very impressive guys. Um, Two guys that are gonna bring it. This is certainly not gonna be a snooze fest. This will weigh out for some of the earlier fights that are not gonna be as entertaining as this one. And both guys are seasoned vets. Not in the UFC, but they're very talented. Both guys have a lot of weapons. Uh, they can win either way. Both guys have a lot of grit, a lot of heart. And so for that, I say that this fight will at least reach round two. I don't think anybody's gonna get caught in the first round. They're both too good for that. Uh, it's gonna be a really good fight. I'm expecting really good from both of these guys, not only here but moving forward. And so let's just say that this reaches round two at the very least. All right. Next we got Abdul Rahman Yakyaev versus Brandon Ribeiro. And yeah, there's not much to say about here. Abdul on the money line is the best pick for this fight, no doubt about it. Not gonna mess around here. If he gets caught by Ribeiro and Ribeiro breaks everybody's parlay, then good for him. But I highly doubt it. This guy's a very good prospect. I see a bright future for this guy. Um, yeah, I just don't have much faith in Ribeiro. I don't know what else to say. Um, if Abdul or Rahman comes out gun shy, then Brendanson Ribeiro it will be a good live bet. But yeah, I just don't see that, guys. So let's move on to the next fight. Yeah, Yakya money line best bet here. Up next, we got the co-main event: Verna Jandiroba versus Baby Shark Tabitha Ricci. Number 3 against number 7. Um, one one likes to do we know what Verna likes to do. She's not gonna mess around. She's gonna attempt as many takedowns as possible, and she's gonna not want anything on the feet with Tabitha Ricci. And Tabitha Ricci's game is gonna be to stay off her back. Do whatever you can, stick and move, dance around, avoid the clinch at all costs. Please, Tabitha, if you're listening, please avoid the clinch at all costs. And I'm sure she's been told that because we know what happens when Tabitha Ricci gets on the ground. Is she's basically done. And with Verna, she will be done if she gets on the ground. It's only a matter of time. She's gonna try to submit her with every which way she can, and she's gonna be relentless with it. She's like a Marab, but goes for submissions. That's Marab does a bunch of things. He ground and pound, and he'll try everything. But Verna, we know what Verna's game is, and we know what Tabitha's game is, and these are polar opposites. And I don't know who's gonna get the better out of which, but I'm gonna say this fight goes at least over 1.5. Probably goes the distance, to be honest with you, unless Verna catches her in a really compromised position. But yeah, I'm gonna say. I mean, if you want to make more money, you could probably and you feel good about it. You could probably say it goes at least 2.5 rounds or the distance. I mean, I wouldn't go the distance because you never know what could happen here. She could run out of Tabitha could run out of gas and want to engage, and then that's when the takedown happens, and well, we all know what can happen. But just to be safe, I'll say that it reaches a second round or over 1.5 on the rounds, and you want to be safe on this bet. As far as outcome, I think Reach is going to pull it off, but this isn't the prediction. This is the best bet. So the best bet will be to reach the second round here. And then we got the main event, guys. If you haven't liked, subscribe, give me more content. Feel free to comment on there, and so my content can grow. Next, we got the main event: Renato Moicano versus Chris Duncan. Both American top team guys. One coming off really two really bad losses. One was to the inevitable, to one of the greats, and the other one was really really. Not only that I wasn't not expecting it, but it was just a really bad look to lose to old man Dariush. And then we got the other guy, Chris Duncan. He's on a hot streak, uh, taking down everybody in his way. Um, you know, I've faded this guy a couple times, and he seems to keep proving everybody wrong. You know, submitting the Trailblazer McKinney. That's what I like about Duncan. He can. It could be a quick night at the office for him, or he's not afraid to go the distance as well, as he did with his training partner Rebecca not too long ago. So, being that he took Rebecca, his last training partner, to the distance, and Moicano is also part of American Top Team. Uh, I don't think this is gonna go the distance. Remember, this is a 5 round fight. Uh, Chris Duncan is very active. He does throw a lot. He does come forward. He engages a lot. He comes in there to fight. You know, some guys come in there to grapple, and that's their thing. And if that's their thing, that's fine. But we know what Chris Duncan is about. He's about that action. And, Money Moicano claims to be about that action, but lately he's not been very, hasn't been impressive. He hasn't been impressive, but he's always a threat on the ground. So got to watch out for that. So being that he's a very big threat on the ground, this is a 5 round fight, and Chris Duncan likes to bring the action. I'm gonna say that the best bet here is for this fight to not see the scorecards. We're not gonna need the judges here. Somebody's gonna get caught. Either I think it's a TKO by Chris or a submission by Renato, and he's back. And my brother, I'm back. He's gonna come back and like if he never left. But I don't see that happening. I see Chris Duncan getting the better out of him, out of this fight, out of the two, and getting a number next to him, a well-deserved ranking, because he should have been ranked by now. But and I trust that he will be after this main event here. Main event spotlight against a seasoned vet like Renato Moicano. Yeah, this fight isn't going the distance. All right, so there goes your best bets for UFC Fight Night in the Apex. Moicano versus Duncan. Wish everyone a happy Easter weekend. Be blessed and like and subscribe. I'll see you next week.